while since we saw this one. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. I'm going to give folks a few minutes to trickle in. I fired up the stream a couple of minutes early for that purpose, but you'll recall that last time when we left off, we had cleared the 7th sanctuary location, the Lumine Hall, and we were busily hunting the second 1 out of 128 item that we actually need, the broken antenna, which Jeff, or in our game he's named Nyron, is able to repair into his ultimate weapon, the Gaia Beam. It was taking an eternity, so I decided we would do the rest of the 1 in 128 item hunting off screen, and it did in fact take forever. I think I probably actually fought closer to 700 of the things than 128 of them, but I finally found a broken antenna, so we're finally ready to move forward through the game a little bit. For today, there's not a whole lot to do between now and the next even bigger item hunt, but there's one area to explore and some plot advancement to do and some items to find and some enemies to see and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to do all that, explain what's coming as far as the item hunts go. Then we're going to take a little break, and later today, for the majority of the day, I think, starting around 10 and going till I pass out, essentially, it's either going to be Deus Ex or Prey, and I'm actually leaning towards starting Prey, but I will, of course, solicit and consider input from all of you in doing so. Hi, Maya. It's good to see you again, my friend. How are you? Hi, Ethan. Good to see you as well. Welcome, welcome. All right, I think that's enough. So let's fire it up. People will get here when they get here. And there's a little bit of housekeeping to do first anyway. Here it is. Good morning, Lone Wonder. So I told you I'd freeze it the moment I finally found it. So here's the uncontrollable sphere. The enemy left a present. Inside the present there was a broken antenna. A piece of broken equipment that looks like a satellite dish. That genius Nyron should be able to fix it sometime. We'll give the broken antenna to Nyron, and we'll track back out to Tenda Village where there is a free inn where we can, in theory, get the thing repaired. I'd rather not deal with all of you. So I still have to try to keep my levels down because I have to find 4 more items before I can let myself hit level 99. So you can imagine what a pain that becomes. Hey, that's great, Maya. How do you like the new place? Yeah, whatever. It wouldn't be the end of the world if I had to fight these things, but much better. Alright, back out to Tenda Village. We'll just rest until he repairs it. Oh, there we go. Working through the night, Nyron fixed the broken antenna. After being fixed, the broken antenna became the Gaia Beam. Gaia Beam. Nyron can equip this weapon. It doesn't say anything special about it, but Check out the offense boost. 171, 198. It's a whopping 27-point offense boost between those two weapons. Alex, hello, how are you? I believe it happened while we were offline, but I got the notification about the Twitch follow, so I appreciate that. Thank you for it, and welcome. How are you doing? Okay. Right. Okay, so I have some stuff to sell off. Leave me alone, Dad. No need for the Tenderkraut. Already got me one of those. Okay. No need for the Rabbit's Foot. Let's try selling off the Baddest Beam as well. I'm doing well too, thank you, Alex. It's Saturday morning. It's always a good time. I'll sell the Baddest Beam. Oh, can't. We're gonna have to store it via Cargo Express. Yes, there was one other thing I wanted to do before heading on into the underworld. And that is... I need to teleport out to Tucson, of all places. Because I need a sugar packet to use that rock cake. Can be tough to see my event monitor, but Hopla, thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate it. It's good to have you here. Welcome, welcome. All right. Let's teleport back to Tenda Village now. There is a phone in here, which will allow me to call us Cargo Express, which I want to do to get rid of a couple of these other items. He should show up any second. Please, I think I actually need the Tenderkraut. Yeah, I do. But we can get rid of the Baddest Beam. There's no point in that anymore. And now we'll rest again to get back the psychic points we used on teleporting. And then we will push through Lumen Hall. now that more of you are here, I'll kind of run through today's itinerary again. The Earthbound portion of today's stream is going to be pretty short because there's the Lost Underworld itself, which we will go ahead and clear, but immediately after that, in fact, one of the enemies in the Underworld immediately activates the next 1 in 128 item hunt. And I'll point out the details as we get down there, but the Underworld itself is the only thing that we're free to clear before we have more item hunting to do. So I anticipate Earthbound will be finished in, honestly, probably an hour tops for today, maybe even less. And after that, I'm going to take a break, go do a little bit of shopping, come back, and for the bulk of the day, I plan on playing not rooted to, but certainly considering your input, either Deus Ex or starting Prey. So be thinking about what you'd like to see in that respect, because Earthbound is not going to last long today. Alright, so here's the actual sanctuary location. We already watched the scene and everything. Oh, maybe we didn't. I was sure I had. I guess I hadn't. Oh, that's right, because I reloaded earlier. Oh, nope, we had watched the scene. It just healed us again. That was nice. Alright, so you drop down this hole, and you arrive in a new area. The Lost Underworld. We're tiny, and there's dinosaurs. So there are only 2 enemies here in the Lost Underworld. They are called Wetnosaurs and Chomposaurs. Check my levels. I'm sure everybody's way too high. Yeah. You only really need to be level 65 here. Everybody's already well above that. Let me check my gear. Okay, yeah. Good on that. So all we're going to wind up doing down here at the moment is advancing the story a little, finding a few items, and oh, I was wrong. There are 3 enemies, not 2. Okay. Alright, let's go fight this thing. So those earthquakes happen occasionally. There are hot springs in the various corners of the underworld. And Nyron's actually going to be back to shooting if we have single targets. Wetnosaurs are pretty weak. We should be able to just bash them down. The weather over here has been... I've been reading about the UK. It's not nearly, like, nowhere close to as bad as it is there, but it's been pretty oppressively hot here too. Like, especially working in the city core of downtown Denver, There have been ozone alerts every day because, the it's one of our item hunts. The Chompasaur is he's the difficult one, to put it mildly. And he also has a 1 in 128 chance of carrying the magic fry pan, which is the best melee weapon that we can find for Tiff. He starts with a power shield on. So you kind of want to, let me think about how best to deal with this thing. It can use Psi Fire, so I'm going to have Tiff lead with Psi Shield Sigma. Three standard attacks will get rid of the power shield. So as you can see, these things are a massive pain in the ass. They're actually quite difficult to kill, and we have to do an item hunt on them. But the magic fry pan is really great. It raises Tiff's offense by 50 and her guts by 100. So if you suck it up and do that item hunt, she will just get smash hits all the time. Now the thing is, with anything you're doing an item hunt on, there's a trick you can use. It's not much of a trick, it's just knowing how the game works. But it will allow you to avoid actually fighting them, which in this instance I definitely recommend. So all we need to do is, in case it uses fire, but just have Nyrin use the spy command. If it's carrying the item, you can steal it. So as you can see, it's not carrying the item, which means we can run away, which I recommend you do if it's not carrying the item. Okay. There's a gift box. That's what they look like down here. With a brain food lunch inside. Sure, we'll take that. Why not? Probably end up just selling it off, but that's okay. First, we'll deal with phones here. No surprise. Even if we could sneak up on these guys and get a green swirl, there's no way we would bag the insta-kill, which is quite unfortunate, but it just is what it is. Alright, before I range too much farther, let's get in here, talk to these tendas, and use the phone, save the game. You're strange, but you smell good, so I'll tell you a secret. It's because we're carrying the tenda kraut. Did you feel the earthquake a little while ago? You know we have earthquakes all the time here. After an earthquake, the hot springs will erupt. The blue springs are great for recovering health. The red springs are perfect for healing paralysis or drawing out poison. The bird right there says strange words like hello and click beep beep beep. Ring ring ring! There's another Chompasaur. I need to visit a hot spring pretty soon. But you never know when you'll get lucky. Not this time. Well, that's alright. So we want to head directly east from here. Just making sure we collect all the gift boxes. Here's the next one. It's a Horn of Life. Take that off my item list. And here's our third enemy. These things are pretty easy. Even compared to the Wetnosaurs. Ego Orb! Should be able to just take it down. Like I said, easy. Alright, so that's all the enemies in the underworld. So I'm going to try my best not to bother fighting anything else, except, you know, checking Chompasaurs to see if they have a magic fry pan. Same deal. Survive and spy. Uh-oh. There we go. I'd rather avoid these guys if I can. Very good. So, if we maneuver due west from where the sea pendant was, we find another gift box. This one should be a guts capsule. See if I can convince my team to get up there, which we will go ahead and use on Trav. Very good. That's everything that's out of our way, so to speak, which is nice. So now we're ready to head to the settlement in the center of the area. And I told you it was going to be a short episode, and believe it or not, we're already almost done. I will show you one more thing, though, because I'm going to do all 4 of the next item hunts at once. Oh yeah, check this guy out. Just up here wandering all on his own. A chubby, obnoxious kid from some foreign country said something heartrending. So I'm healing my wounds in the hot springs. Alright, let's wait for the next earthquake. Then we'll go to the village. Oh, it's a red one. Shoot. You finally came, Trav. Finally, you talked to me. Listen, Trav, I'm going to tell you something very important. You may want to take notes. Ready? You're the chosen one. Your destiny is not only yours, it's the destiny of the whole universe. There will be a time in which all of you in the universe will overlap each other. It's not necessary to understand now. Do you remember Giant Step in Onett? That is one of your sanctuary. It is a spot which gives you power and allows you to realize all your skills. There was a monster that protected it. The monster was influenced by the power of the place. You must have beaten those monsters. You must reach all of the 8 power spots in the world. When the Soundstone records the melodies of all 8 power spots, you can finally see your world. I'll tell you all of the power spots. 1. Giant Step in Onett. 2. Lilliput Steps in Peaceful Rest Valley near Tucson. 3. Milky Well in Grapefruit Falls in Saturn Valley. 4. Rainy Circle found by Nyron in Winters. 5. Magnet Hill at the edge of the city of Fourside. 6. Pink Cloud, which Lost knows. 7. And Looming Hole, where the Shining Lichen lives in the cave. 8. A new place is now going to be opened up to you. Fire Spring, located southwest of here. Listen to the melodies of all 8 power spots. If you do not fail, you may upset Gygas's plans. Understand, Trav? The time will come. The time when the destiny of you and the whole universe will overlap. It is fast approaching. Alright. So that's it for him. And now there's just a little bit left to do. The main thing really is to show you the next area and talk a bit about the next item hunt. And there's one more item to find between here and the Fire Spring. So let's things to do. This is not the Fire Spring. You can go ahead and head inside. There's this cave that seemingly serves no purpose. Nothing we can do here yet. That's for later.